everyone, welcome to my channel Mindful Teaching with Bhumika. My name is Bhumika Sabharwal, and today I'm making this video to talk about something which concerns all of us as teachers, irrespective of the amount of experience we all have. Can you guess it? It is about children not listening to us in the classroom. Does that sound relatable? If yes, hit the subscribe button right now and subscribe to my channel Mindful Teaching with Bhumika for more such classroom hacks, tips and much more. So I'm going to be talking about 3 activities that are going to help you deal with this issue of the students not listening to you in the classroom. Let's get started. Number 1 on my list is picture dictation. Picture dictation is a great interactive way to sharpen listening skills of your students while encouraging creativity. All you have to do is hand over 1 sheet of paper to each student with pen or pencil. Ask them to listen to you very carefully as you give instructions. All they have to do is they have to draw what they hear. Alright, so you plan an image well in advance. You must take a hard copy of the image to the classroom and you narrate, you give instructions to them as to what has to be drawn in the image. As you, the teacher, describes the image, the students will focus on visualizing it and drawing it on the paper that you have handed over to them. Once they have drawn the image, show them the original image and let them have fun comparing what they have drawn to the original image. You can have images that have a scenario, or maybe for smaller classes, for primary or for early middle school, you can even have simple images that require shapes. For example, house. So you can do this even in your maths class, or draw a rectangle or draw a square, and then on the left draw a triangle. So you could do this activity in your maths class as well. You could even try this activity out in language classrooms. This works very well when you are reinforcing a particular tense in your class. And this is again a great activity to even revise vocabulary. You can even use this in social sciences to create a particular scene before starting a lesson. Number 2 on my list are attention getters. Attention getters, do you know what are they? Hocus pocus, time to focus. Yes, that's right. These are called attention getters. 1, 2, eyes on you. Chica, chica, boom, boom. These are attention getters and they're a great way to get attention of your students in the classroom, whether it's in the beginning of the class or even during your lessons. You can use them to get the attention of your students. Use the first half of the attention getters and your students should automatically respond with the second half after they listen to the first half. Alright, so make sure that you're loud enough when you say. You give them a few minutes to kind of get settled in the class, maybe a minute or 2. But once I say hocus pocus, then it is time to focus. If you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and show some love. Let's talk about my 3rd favorite activity, which is called listen and tell. I use listen and tell in my classrooms when I have to give important instruction to my students. For example, say if I have to talk about a project and I have to give them multiple instructions where I want to let them know the deadline, the requirements of the project, maybe the kind of images they could use, the kind of language they have to use, the grammar structure, etc. So I let them know in advance that, alright students, we are going to play listen and tell, so you better pay attention to what I'm going to talk about now. Alright, so then after which I give the instructions related to the project, and then all they have to do is they have to repeat the instructions that they have just heard, and they have to say it in the ear of their neighbor who's sitting next to him or her. Alright, so the whole class says it and we take a full round of the instructions, and once they complete the whole round, the last person then says it out loud in the class and we compare it to, if it matches with what I had given them initially. The students enjoy this. Sometimes, you will see that there's a mismatch. Maybe they weren't listening to you properly. But if they weren't, you would know there and then you could ask them to, correct the error, if any. This works very well in middle school, even in high school. In primary, you would definitely require shorter sentences, maybe words, if you're playing listen and tell in your classroom. I hope you liked all three activities and you would try them super soon in your classrooms. Do let me know in the comments which one is your favorite.